before BIH, I had moved from Vegas to California. I had gotten a job in the mental health field. It was something that I became interested in because I was dealing with my own mental health issues from things that were still affecting me in my adulthood from my childhood. I am the oldest of 10, so I helped my mom take care of my younger siblings a lot. I babysat a lot. I actually spent a lot of my teen years just helping my mom. I had both my mom and my dad in my life, but my mom was a single mom. I kind of watched my mom just do everything, and I feel like that's something that's just common in most Black communities is mom takes care of everything. She's like Superwoman. You don't really see her cry. I carried certain things for a very long time, like being angry at my mom for making certain decisions when I was younger. With the program though, I feel like it gave me more respect and appreciation for my mom. Being a mom now, I realize a lot of the sacrifices that women have to make. I honestly cannot remember how I came across BIH. I believe it might have been from my doula. She was really adamant about, taking care of yourself, having a support system, building a support system. I was enrolled into Zoom classes where we would just talk and we would set goals. And then at first, when I started the program, it was kind of like go through the motion for me because I'm like, I already know this. But then I felt like once I started to experience different things in my pregnancy, like emotions coming up about not being a good mom, that's when I felt like the support of the program really came in handy. It was a really different experience for me to have women in my life taking care of me, and I didn't feel like I deserved it at one point. I kind of felt like I might have to give something back in return. It felt very foreign to me to be taken care of in that way. And once I went through the program and went through BIH, I realized that the support is what matters the most, especially when you're going through struggles, or even if you're not struggling, just in general, it feels really good. My doula would always tell me, you're gonna be mourning your old life. You kind of think people just have babies and then just live their life normal. You don't know the behind emotions that kind of come up. And so I was thankful to be able to have women to walk me through that process so that I was able to acknowledge those emotions and then manage them. For every, I would say, problem or obstacle that I felt that I had, there was a solution. And so I kind of developed this mentality of okay, I'm sort of in control. I would vent to some of the women and let them know where I was at, and I was always plugged into a resource. I actually conceived Ryder kind of right when the pandemic hit and everything was transitioning into working from home. Being transparent, his dad and I split. So I thought that I was going to be a single mom, and that's where a lot of my, oh my God, I don't know if I am going to be a good mom, because that's something that I never wanted for myself. But I focused on just taking care of myself. I met Dean 6 months into my pregnancy, and when he came into my life, he took care of everything. And that was also foreign and strange to me because I never watched my mom be taken care of, and I was not used to seeing just men in general be that way towards women. So it was very hard for me to accept. But yeah, I feel like I had the best pregnancy because anything that I needed, he was there. And I feel like the relationship that I have with Dean, it is definitely a manifestation of me going through the program and taking all the tools that they were given to me and taking them seriously, applying them to my life, and then also not settling for anything less than what I felt I deserved.
Well, Brandi, at the start of the program, I noticed that she was a little bit nervous, a little bit worried, and I wouldn't say she was all over the place. She was always organized, but she was worried. Versus now, she's a lot more confident, a lot more headstrong, and she definitely walks with motherhood on her shoulders, I would say. She's a lot more to help, but versus before she would kind of do it on her own, and I can tell that it would get too much for her, and I would always let her know, like, I'm here, there's always help, you can always ask. I grew up in a household where we weren't really like emotionally expressive. It was kind of like, you know, be tough, you know, hold it in, especially for the males. She's kind of, you know, allowed me to even ask for help. I believe she learned that from BIH.
A lot of women don't know about these resources, and so they're limited on the amount of knowledge that they have, and they're limited on what they understand to be possible. To know that if I run across anybody, that I can bring this experience up, I can let them know about the program, I can help, you know, I can just help people. It makes me feel more connected to my community because I feel more involved with my community, and I feel like I said, I can be someone that can plug someone else into the program as well. When I came here, I felt understood, I felt acknowledged, and I felt deserving. And I feel like that is how I walk around now. I gave birth to a child, and I am back working now. I'm giving myself to my job, to my kid, to my relationship, and I feel like the program helps me to learn to balance my life and not to put limitations on myself, and just to give myself time to go through the process and to learn how to do new things. BIH, I feel like it's like a forever family.